Very good morning. Welcome to my class. Today I am going to start matrices chapter. Matrices, okay. Matrices chapter. This is very easiest chapter, very easy chapter, easy to score, student friendly chapter it is. From this chapter we get 9 marks in annual examination, total 9 marks. Actually this is matrices and determinants, 2 chapters. First let us see matrices, then afterwards we go to determinants. 9 marks easily we can score, but students, because of not practicing properly and because of not having much patience, students are losing some marks by doing silly mistakes, very small mistakes, very small, particularly these 2. Particularly those 2. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. 2 into 3, 6, 3 into 3, 9. Be very careful. Be very careful. Right? So, coming to see the definition. Before going to see the definition, let us see first of all why this chapter is. Why? What for? For example, roll number 1, roll number 2 and roll number 3. 3 people went to a shop. 3 people. Roll number 1, roll number 2 and roll number 3. 3 people went to a shop and one person bought notebooks and another person notebooks and pens. These 3 people bought notebooks and pens. These 3 people bought notebooks and pens. Roll number 1 bought 15 notebooks, 15 and 4 pens. Roll number 2 bought some 11 notebooks and 3 pens. Roll number 3 bought 14 notebooks and 5 pens. 14 notebooks and 5. It's rough. Some example. Roll number 4, roll number 5, roll number 6, 7, 8, 10 continuously. Like that I have taken only 3 students. Only 2 products. Right? I want the total bill. For example, notebook costs 25 rupees. Notebook costs 25 rupees. Pen costs some 15 rupees. For example, pen costs 15 rupees. Now, roll number 1, how much amount should pay? Roll number 2, how much amount should pay? Roll number 3, how much amount should pay? Don't calculate, listen first. Don't calculate, listen first. He has to, roll number 1 bought 15 notebooks. Each notebook costs 25 rupees. Roll number 1 bought 15 notebooks. Each notebook costs 25 rupees. Roll number 1 bought 4 pens. Each pen costs 15 rupees. This is 25 rupees, this is 15 rupees. Total amount means 15 into 25 plus 4 into 50. The total amount we get. Same like that, roll number 2. 11 notebooks he bought. Each one 25 rupees. 11 into 25 plus 3 pens he bought. 3 into 15. That amount. Total amount. Same like that, roll number 3 also. So I want the total bill at a time. Roll number 1, how much amount? Roll number 2, how much amount? Roll number 3, roll number 4. Some 20 people are there at a time. 20 people amount how much they should pay. Roll number 1, how much he should pay. Roll number 2, roll number 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 members. Here I have taken only 2 products. 3 products will be there. Shop means only notebooks and pens. So many things are there. Here, for understanding purpose, I have taken only 2 products. I have taken only 3 members. Shop means so many products will be there. So many persons will go. At a time, if we want a bill, This is the best and simple method. Okay? Not only that one, so many uses are there. This is the best thing to understand. That's why I have taken this example. Right? Coming to see the definition. A matrix is the arrangement of the numbers. Numbers means it may be real or imaginary, complex numbers, whatever it may be. Numbers or functions also. Matrix is the arrangement of the numbers or functions in the form of rows and columns. In the form of rows and columns in the brackets. Is called matrix. Matrix is the arrangement of the numbers, otherwise functions. Let us discuss this later. We are in the beginning stage, so I will explain about this. Slowly this will come. Same like that, this also. A matrix is the arrangement of the numbers, otherwise functions, in the form of rows and columns in between the brackets. That is called matrix. Example 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. This is one example for matrix. Example 2, 2, 9, minus 1, 2, 3, 6, 0, 1, 5. This is one example, right? Now let us see the definition. Now you will understand clear. A matrix is the arrangement. Some time back I have taken example. Let us see that example. Roughly I will write once again. Notebooks, first person some 15, pens some 5 pens, something like that. 13 notebooks, roll number 2, 13 notebooks and 4 pens. And this person 11 books and some 2 pens, something like that I have written. I am going to write it in brackets. This itself is called matrix. This itself is called matrix. Matrix means arrangement of the numbers. We are arranging the numbers. Otherwise functions. This will come later. Numbers in the form of rows and columns. Very, very, very important. Rows and columns. Remember very carefully which is row, which is column. This is first row. This is second row. This is third row. First row, second row, third row. This is first column. This is second column. Remember, these are rows, these are columns. These are rows, these are columns. Sir, what is the need of stressing like that, particularly rows, these are columns? Yeah. Once after completion of matrices chapter, people will be in confusion to identify the difference between rows and columns. People are in confusion. To avoid that confusion, in the beginning only I am trying. Remember, these are rows, these are columns. These are rows, these are columns. I already told in first piece itself, if you have any confusion between two things, I already told, between two things, then remember only one. By comparing, second one you get easily. Here, rows means like this, columns means like this. Remember only one, automatically another one will come. Right? One is like this, one is like this. So remember rows, columns will be like this. Otherwise, remember columns, rows will be like this. Clear? But remember, be very careful. So coming to these examples. A matrix is the arrangement of numbers. We arrange the numbers like this in the form of rows and columns. Here rows, this is the first row, this is second row, this is the first column, this is second column, first row, second row, third row, first column, second column, third column, in the form of rows and columns in the brackets like this, like this. That is called matrix. This is one matrix, this is one matrix. Brackets means you can write like this also. You can write like this also, but don't go to write like this. Don't go to write like this. Why? Because it is next chapter. Why? Because it is next chapter. Determinants. This is not matrix. This is determinants. Okay. So don't go to write like this. Either you can write either like this or like this. Right. So let us see one more thing. Matrices are always denoted by capital letters. Matrices are always denoted by capital letters. Example means nothing but this you can write as capital A equal to this matrix. Capital B equals to capital B equals to. Otherwise capital X equals to. This is one matrix. Always we have to denote with capital letters only, but not with small letters. Matrix we can denote with capital letters, but inside the matrix elements. The matrix is the arrangement of the numbers or functions in the form of rows and columns is in the brackets. These are called numbers, otherwise elements also. These are called elements also. Okay. So these elements may be small letters. Alphabets. If it is, then those we have to write in small letters only. This is capital letter equals to A, B, C, D. This is one matrix. Inside elements will be in small letters. We have to denote the matrix with the capital letter. We have to denote the matrix with capital letter. Right? Now let us see the order of the matrix. Order. Order of the matrix. Order of the matrix. What is this order of the matrix? Order is nothing but we have to write how many rows are there, how many columns are there in the matrix. Totally, how many rows are there, how many columns are there in the matrix, that we have to write. That is called order. That is called order. How to write that one? Let us see. Here, in this example, how many rows are there? How many rows? Row means like this. First row, second row. So for this matrix, 2 rows are there. 2 rows. 2 rows are there. How many columns are there? First column, second column. 2 columns are there. This is called order of the matrix. That is called order of the matrix. How to read this one? 2 cross 2. Otherwise 2 by 2. What matrix it is? It is 2 by 2 matrix. It is 2 by 2 matrix. What is the order of this matrix? 2 by 2. 2 cross 2. Okay, both are correct. What is the order of this matrix? What is the order of this matrix? How many rows are there? First rows, next columns. First rows by columns. First rows, next columns. Right? How many rows are there? First row, second row, third row, 3 rows are there. How many columns are there? First column, second column, third. 3 columns are there. So it is 3 by 3 matrix. Sir, definitely rows and columns will be same. No. Let us see one more example. Capital B equals to, the matrix may be like this also. Maybe like that also matrix. Now let us see how many rows are there. First row, second row, third. 3 rows are there. 3 rows. Where to write the order? Here. 3 by. How many columns are there? First column, second column. 3 by 2 matrix it is 3 by 2 matrix. Why? Because 3 rows are there, 2 columns are there. This is the way of finding the order of the matrix. This is the way of finding the order of the matrix. That is the way of finding the order of the matrix. Number of rows by number of columns. We have to read it as by. Otherwise cross. 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 3 by 3, 2 by 2, like that. 2 by 2 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, like that. Right? Now let us see the general form of a matrix. General form, in general. General form, general form. General form. General form. General form. First of all, I will write, I will finish the form, then I will come to example, then I will explain. Right? Like this is the general form. Sir, is it necessary to learn? No, not necessary. Then why did you write? This is the main basic form this is. Basic form. Basic form is this much big. Yeah, let us see why it is called basic form. Totally, how many rows are there? Totally, how many rows are there? First row, second row, first row, second row, third row, eighth row, mth row. Totally m rows are there, m rows. Totally m rows are there. Columns, first column, second column, third column, jth column, nth column. Totally n columns are there. So it is m by n matrix. It is m by n matrix. Now let us see one example. Then I will explain this. Then you will understand clear. Let us see one example. Example is 3 minus 7 2. Sorry, 5 minus 7 2. 0 3 minus 1 6 8 23. This is one matrix. This is one matrix. For example, I will do one thing. I will write 0 here and even 0 here also. In the class, I asked the students, where is 0? Where is 0? Few people are showing this one, few people have shown this one, few people are showing this one. I am asking about this 0. Where it is, I ask. Sir, there it is. Last bench student have shown the finger like this. First bench, sir, here it is. So, is there any specific identification for this? Yes, sir. 0 means that place, particularly that place. Is there any special identification? Address is there? Yes, address is there. Address is there. This is the address. Means coming to 0. This 0 address is A. This 0 address is A. First row, second column. Think it. Is it really in first or second column? Think it. Yes? Yes or no? Right. Let us see how it is. This is the first row. This is the first row. This is the second row. This is the third row. This is the first column. this is second column, this is third column, right? This is third column, right? Now in which place it is? In which place it is? First row, second column. First row, second column it is. First row, second column. First row, next column we have to take. First row, second column. That is 0. A12 equal to 0. A12 equal to 0. Next, for what is A23? What is A23? What is the meaning of A23? 2 means second row, 3 means third column. Second row, third column. What is second row and third column? Second row, this is second row. This complete line is second row. Third column, first column, second column, third column. Second row, third column is -1. So second row, third column, A23 is -1. Chapter is very easy. Among all the chapters, this is the easiest chapter. So a bit patience if you show, you can score easily 9 marks. 9 marks from this chapter you will get. Let us see what is A32. What is A32? A32 means third row, second column. What does it mean? A32 means third row, second column. Third row, first row, second row, third row. This is third row. Third row, second column. Third row, second column. Third row, second column. 8. 8. Okay. Now you tell what is A21. What is A21? A21 means second row, first column. What is in second row? What is in second row? Second row, these are. All these are comes under second row. Second row, first column. Second row, first column, 0. Second row, first column, 0. That's it. That's it. Very simple, right? Second row, first column, that is 0. Okay. This is general form. This is general form. Sir, you are telling that this is general form and you have written something else, Ij. What is this Ij? What is Mn? Mn means, okay, number of rows, number of columns you told. What about this Ij? I means particular row, 5th row, 7th row, 3rd row, 2nd row, 1st row. I value 1. I value 1. I value 1. I value 1 means first row. I value 2 means second row. Ij, I value 2. Ij, I value 2. Ij, I value 2. Ij, I value 2 means second. J equal to 1. J value 1 means first column. J value 2, second column. Like that. Particular row, particular column. Aij, A12, I value 1, J value 2. A23, I value 2, J value 3, second row, third column. I value 3, J value 2, like that. Okay. So Ij means particular element address. This is Ij, Aij, Aij, Aij. Like total rows, total number of rows and total number of columns. Mn means. M by n means total number of rows, total number of columns. Right? Now let us see the types of the matrices. Types of matrices. Easiest chapter, easy to score. Types of matrices. Let us see the first type. First one, column matrix. By using common sense, we can understand the definition. By using common sense. Column matrix. A matrix is called a column matrix if there is only one column, only one column, only one column. That is called column matrix. The matrix is said to be. A matrix is said to be column matrix. Column matrix if it has only one column. If it has only one column. This is first class, no? Right. Only one column. That is called column matrix. A matrix is said to be column matrix if it has only one column. Only one column matrix will be there. Yeah, definitely. Let us see one example, then you will understand clearly. Example. Like only one column. 1, 3. That's it. How many columns are? Column means like this. Column means like this. There is only one column. How many rows are there? Rows. Rows means like this. First row, second row. Totally 2 rows are there. Totally 2 rows are there. Only one column is there. What is the order? What is the order of this matrix? 2 rows. 2 rows by only one column. Only one column. 2 rows, one column. Example 2. Example 2. 5, 9 minus row 2. This is one example. This is one example. Totally only one column is there. Only one column. Column matrix means only one column. How many rows are there? 3 rows are there. Totally 3 rows. 3 by 1. 3 by 1. 3 by 1. Only one column. 3 by 1. Only one column. 2 by 1. 2 rows, 1 column. 3 rows, 1 column. Right. Clear? Same like that you can guess row matrix. You can guess row matrix. The definition for row matrix you can guess easily. Comparing with that, what should be there? A matrix is said to be row matrix if it has only one row. That's it. Matrix is said to be. A matrix is said to be. Don't underestimate the definitions. Definitions are important. Chances are there to ask in the exam. Row matrix. A matrix is said to be row matrix if it has only one row. Only one row. Only one row. Simple definitions. Nothing to put extra efforts to learn these. Column matrix, only one column. Row matrix, only one row. That's it. Even 5th standard student also can answer easily once if he listens the class. Right? Example. Example. Row matrix, only one row. They did not tell anything about columns. For one column, 2 columns, 3, 4, 5. No problem at all. So only one row should be there. Only one row. 1, 5. How many rows are there? Only one row. How many columns are there? First column, second column. 1 by 2. Example 2. Row matrix means only one row should be there. Only one row. 5, 2 minus 1. How many rows are there? Only one row. How many columns are there? First column, second column, third column. That is the way of writing order of the matrix, right? This is the definition for row matrix. These are the examples for row matrix, right? Matrix is said to be row matrix if it has only one row. If it has only one column, that is called column matrix. Simple thing to understand, very easy. Third one, square matrix. Square matrix, SQUARE. square matrix. Square matrix is very simple. Number of rows and number of columns both should be same, then that matrix is called square matrix. Number of rows, number of columns both should be same. It is called square matrix. 2 by 2, 2 rows, 2 columns. 3 by 3, 3 rows, 3 columns. Such matrices are called square matrices. Sir, 4 by 4, yeah, it is also square matrix. But as per our syllabus, theory syllabus, 3 by 3 matrix enough. 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. Such matrices are not there in the theory syllabus, right? Now let us see the definition for this. A matrix is called square matrix. Is called square matrix. A matrix is called square matrix if it has equal number of rows and columns. If it has equal number of rows and columns. Example 1. 3 minus 5, 0, 2. How many rows are there? 2 rows. First row, second row. How many columns are there? First column, second column. 2 rows are there, 2 columns are there. It is 2 by 2 matrix. Both the number of rows and columns both are same. That's why it is called square matrix. Example 2. 3 by 3 matrix it is. 3 rows, 3 columns. 3 rows, first row, second row, third. First column, second column, third. 3 rows, 3 columns. Right? It is called square matrix. Now let us see the next definition. In general, I cannot give any assurance. in general, they are going to concentrate more on the coming definitions. Compare with these 3: column matrix, row matrix, square matrix. Also compare with these 3. Next 3 are important. Compare with these 3. Otherwise, these 3 also important only. Next 3 are a bit more important. Let us see that fourth one. Diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Let us see diagonal matrix. A matrix, a square matrix, that is important. A square matrix is called diagonal matrix. A square matrix is called a diagonal matrix if all non-diagonal elements are 0. All non-diagonal elements are 0. All non-diagonal elements are 0. What about this word diagonal elements? Where it will be in the matrix? Let us see one example you can understand easily. Example 1. 3 0 0 0 5 0 0, 0, minus 1. Diagonal elements in a square matrix means these are called diagonal elements. Diagonal elements will be only in square matrix. That's why the definition begins with this square matrix. A square matrix is called, that is important, right? A matrix is called, a square matrix is called diagonal matrix if all non-diagonal elements are 0. These are diagonal elements. These are non-diagonal elements. Those are non-diagonal elements, right? A square matrix is called a diagonal matrix if all non-diagonal elements are 0. These are non-diagonal elements. These are 0. In the diagonal elements should be there. Okay? Non-diagonal elements 0 means that is called diagonal matrix. Remember, diagonal elements means these elements. Remember like this. These elements. Don't get confused. These 3 elements. Above these 3 zeros, below these 3 zeros should be there. That is called diagonal matrix. Right? Order is 3 by 3. Let us see one more example. Example 2. -1, 0, 0, 7. Diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements should be 0. It should be a square matrix. Yeah, it is a square matrix. It is 2 by 2 matrix. It is 3 by 3 matrix. It is 2 by 2 matrix. It is 3 by 3 matrix. These are non-diagonal elements. These are diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements should be 0. So it is diagonal matrix. Be very careful with this. I am going to write here diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix example I am going to write here. 3, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0 and 0, 0, minus 1. This is one example. In place of 3, 5, minus 1, you can take any numbers. Okay? But these 3 numbers should be 0 compulsory. These 3 numbers 0 compulsory. Then only it is called diagonal matrix. Right? Why I have written the example particularly there means you will understand after completion of once if I enter into next definition. Next, fifth one, scalar matrix. As per textbook, the definition is a diagonal matrix is called scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are same. Okay, I repeat once again. As per textbook, scalar matrix definition is a diagonal matrix is a scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are same. That's it. But in the examination, students will be in confusion. Diagonal matrix definition, a square matrix is. A square matrix is called diagonal matrix if all non-diagonal elements are 0. Scalar matrix definition. A diagonal matrix is. A diagonal matrix is called scalar matrix. A bit confusion. So to avoid that confusion, I start this definition also with the same words. A square matrix is. Easy to learn. Easy to learn. Okay? Easy to learn. No need to confuse. Diagonal matrix definition. A square matrix is. Scalar matrix definition. A square matrix is something, something, something. Like that. For learning purpose it will be easy, right? A square matrix is. A square matrix is said to be. A square matrix is said to be. Said to be. Scalar matrix. A square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. All diagonal elements are equal. Equal means all should not be equal to 1. Okay, all diagonal elements are equal. Then it is called a square matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. Same. These are called diagonal elements I told. A square matrix means this one. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, 2, 9 minus 1. A square matrix, yes it is square matrix, is said to be scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. All diagonal elements are equal. 7, 7, 7. Is it scalar matrix? No, it is not scalar matrix. These things should be 0. That's why we have to write in working here about these also. I mean these 3 zeros, these 3 zeros. What are these 3 zeros? What are these 3 zeros? Means non-principal diagonal elements. Right? Non-diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements. To be scalar matrix, if all diagonal elements are equal and non-diagonal elements are zero. Definition looks a bit lengthy, but easy to learn by comparing with textbook definition. In the textbook, what they gave the definition? Scalar matrix definition. A diagonal matrix is called scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. That's it. Definition over. This is not necessary to write as per textbook. But that is, for few people, it is a bit difficult to learn. That's why if you write like this, it may be a bit lengthy. This much part is lengthy, but easy to learn. Easy to learn. No need to confuse. Why? Because one more definition is there, same like this. Totally 3 are here. Right? So this is the example for this. Example 700 070 007. Example 2 root to 0 0 root to 0 0. This is example 2. Okay. So I will write here scalar matrix example. Scalar matrix 700 070 007. See the difference between diagonal and scalar. Both are square matrices only. Diagonal elements are there. If non-diagonal elements are zeros, then that is diagonal matrix. Non-diagonal elements are 0. All diagonal elements are same. Then that is called scalar matrix. Coming to see next definition. Same type, same like this, same like. That's why I am writing the particular examples here. By comparison, you can understand easily what is diagonal matrix, what is scalar matrix. If they ask definitions in the examination, you have to write the definition very clearly, very clear. Just by writing something, a square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. If you write up to here and if you write the example, you don't get the marks. What about what about non-diagonal elements? You did not explain it anywhere. So that's why you have to write this also. Then only you get the mark. Students are going to ask the lecturers after completion of the paper correction, sir, example is here. Why don't you give the mark? This is the reason. You have to write, you have to mention that one clearly. Non-diagonal elements are 0. If you follow the textbook definition, then it is not necessary. Why? Because in the textbook it is there. A diagonal matrix is. In the beginning only, scalar matrix definition, in the beginning only, a diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all diagonal elements are equal. Khatam. Over. Okay? Now let us see identity matrix. Identity. Identity matrix. Same like this. Again I am going to start this definition also with the words a square matrix is. Easy to learn. Easy to learn. A square matrix is a square matrix is said to be identity matrix. Identity matrix if all diagonal elements are equal to 1. All diagonal elements are equal to 1. Are equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. And non-diagonal elements are 0. That's it. Very clear. Example. A square matrix is said to be identity matrix if all diagonal elements are equal to 1. All diagonal elements should be equal to 1. Equal to 1. Is it identity matrix? No. Why? Because still we did not finish equal to 1. Up to here I stopped. So that's why in the examination you have to write this also. Okay. And non-diagonal elements are 0. Non-diagonal elements. This is non-diagonal. These should be zeros. They should be zeros. This is called identity matrix. Example 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Example 2. Identity matrix example. Identity matrix example 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. With the help of example. Example is there, sir, please give marks. Definition should be very clear. Definition should be in detail. It should be very detailed. So that's why, to make you easy to learn, I have written the definition, all these 3 definitions. 3 definitions means these 3. These 3 definitions, I started with these 3 words. A square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix. A square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix if non-diagonal elements are 0. What about diagonal elements? Maybe anything. Diagonal element should be there, something 0, other than 0. Scalar matrix. A square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are equal to 1. all the diagonal elements are equal. That is called scalar matrix. Identity matrix. This is also a square matrix is said to be identity matrix if all diagonal elements are equal to 1 and the non-diagonal elements are 0. Okay. These are the examples. If you observe these three things carefully, then you can learn the definitions easily. Comparison and revision is very important. Diagonal matrix means these three elements, these three places, some numbers will be there. Scalar matrix means these three same numbers should be there. Identity matrix means these three are same, equal to 1. Okay, revise again and again and again, you will get easily. Right? See you later.